Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lynk's League, where I'm in a league of my own. And I'm going to be quiet this gameplay because it is midnight. My recording studio is about a one room away from where people sleep, and yeah, just because I had to update my league, our internet's bad, it took me roughly 4 hours to update league, and it really shouldn't have. Anyway, you're going to real quickly see me as Sona buff up my Q, or hit my Q 2 times, so I can actually 3 times, so I have my nice buffed basic to start with. Let me real quickly rearrange this to what it should be. Grim down here, 80 carries here, mids here, there we go. And we are going to be going out to lane. Well, quick story. Okay, so the people that I'm playing with, this was actually a ranked game. Now, this ranked game, it's just, how do I explain it? This was a ranked game, and our Talon chose to counter the Orianna. But anyway, here is what I find retardedly funny / interesting, besides the little sliding that Nidalee did up there. Well, this was pretty much after the ELO reset, and those guys were given all of their borders, as you've seen in the loading screen. Now, Season 1 they were all 1200, right? Well, it turns out that my AD carry that I was doing my, what's it called, my prelims essentially, my placing matches, my AD carry had a 1900 ELO at the time. You can actually look him up later, and he's got a pretty high ELO. Our Talon, I think he's at 1700 now, or 1600, I don't know. He was pretty high when I checked after this game, because the AD carry was actually with everyone on the other team, and they're on a ranked 5, but they missed their 5th. As you see right here, I'm just kind of talking in as we see them going in and attempting to get, well, not really attempting, succeeding very much to steal blue from Jax, because that'll put him far behind. Oh, and he even cleared the camp so he doesn't have to wait for the cooldown. You're such a good Hecarim. If you're gonna steal someone's jungle, do it right. Anyway, Anivia's way down. Nidalee, thank you. Brain, you and me are going places. Nidalee is actually her name. I'm just blah. Sorry, it is late at night. It is roughly 2 o'clock in the morning. So this video is going to be going up around 4, 5, 6, however long our internet takes. And I'm going to try and boost my audio, so some of the static you might hear and pops and cracks, and hopefully you won't hear as many. I'm trying some new stuff to fix that. Anyway, those are the beginning builds, so let's do that so we can get a nice screen going here. And let's see what we can actually see. The Warrior King, aka Hecarim, or Hecarim, aka the Warrior King, taking their blue buff. Or no, giving it to Ori, so Ori can actually go against Talon in mid. And I think now is a great time for lane comp, as it does go top for me. It is a... oh my god, it's Nidalee versus Jarvan. Mid is Talon versus Orianna. And... what's the button? Nope. There we go. And bot is Kog'Maw versus Ashe, the 1900 Ashe, and me versus the Lux. Jungles are Jax versus Hecarim, and let the farming ensue. Not much really happens early game, but we will see Talon be very aggressive and actually able to play well against the Orianna. I am just standing here not wanting to waste any wards, because Hecarim will come speeding in at most times, and I do keep the slow charged at almost all times. So we're going to see Talon actually on the wrong side. There's a nice flash after getting kicked by the Hecarim, pinging for his life, but will he get away? Jax is actually going to come in and pounce. There is the counter-strike. No, there is not, but he will go after the Orianna. Will he follow for a flash? No, but Jax will get a kill, magically taking 100 health from her. He must have smitten her. Anyway, we're going to see Lux here attempting to get away. There's a nice follow flash by Shohogans. And will he actually grab the kill on the Lux? Yes, he will. As I'm actually going to stay here and give her a couple seconds to regenerate some health. Now, if you're interested, here is what they are running for the AD carry. Some early penetration runes and things of that nature. Mostly attack flat AD runes, so she could stay in or do more damage in lane. The buff to Ashe is currently unavailable, but I wish I could tell you how much it was. But if we do go to Talon, we can see that he has quite a bit of armor penetration. Look at this. He has pretty much nothing here, and his armor penetration is 31 with 10. So it looks like he is actually going to push this lane rather well and do quite a bit of damage. Now if we go top, we can see Nidalee over here running Spell Pen, so we are hopefully going to see an AP Nidalee top, and not anything of the sort. Now if we go after the Jarvan right here, Jarvan is running his armor pen and nothing else by the look of it. Maybe some defensive runes. His defense is rather high for that level. So I think that those are mastery for percentage, and those are reds for penetration. Now if we go to Orianna, we will see she actually has, those are probably yet again reds for penetration. Those are for summoners, that's going to be for masteries. Keep in mind this was pre-Season 3 patch. And yeah. Anyway, Hecarim here with quite a bit of CDR, but that is because of blue buff. And we will actually see him retiring to the jungle as right now. And going back down bot, where we will see Ashe getting locked up and getting quite a bit of burst damage. There's my heal, or is that her heal? I cannot remember. That is actually her heal. No, my heal going up. And we are going to see the disengage as we will actually see Talon now mid, waiting for Orianna to make a mistake, but he is and she is not, so she will attempt to pick at him. And he is going to continue to CS. He is now roughly around 200 health and will be forced to return. And Ashe did return, and she is going to actually leave me in the lane by myself, and Jax is too. I'm going to get dangerously low at roughly 320 health. Keep in mind that the lowest health pool in the game is Sona. Her health pool does not stabilize with other champions until roughly level 11, so it's really bad idea to pick Sona. Also, this is before the Nidalee patch on her, but since I updated my client is playing on the V update, the one on December 14th, I think. So yeah, but this game was played before they did the item removing and all that other stuff. So yeah. There's not much to really talk about right now, but I don't feel like fast forwarding, because this is going to be a relatively short video for those of you who actually did see the timer when I had it pulled up. Although Nidalee is about to get pounced in here, but getting away before the knock-up, great timing. Actually, let's rewind that and see the Twitch skill there. As I'm going to go to the Nidalee, go to standard camera, and get ready for the appending gang. So she's going to go into cat form as soon as Hecarim gets out there. Leap! And get away from this knock-up, and they are actually going to leave now with nothing to gain, as lane is going to get pushed up to, hopefully, where Nidalee can start getting more CS. Hecarim is now leaving, and she is waiting to hopefully put a trap there. Am I mistaken? No, she does put a trap there to make sure he's not there, and she goes on with her farming business. And apparently Directed Camera thinks that's important. Oh, because she does get away yet again from the slow Jarvan and his combo. Okay, so Hecarim is actually going to be... Why did I even say that? So this game looks like it's still rather even, right? There's the... Ooh, there's an ult, the Knight, and she's going to attempt to get away. There's a heal, keeping her alive by that much health. Jarvan's going to try and come through. She's going to pounce into the bushes and get away, while Jax is actually in top lane, or top. But as you've seen right there, the Orianna was completely destroyed by the Talon, as Jax is pushing Jarvan back to his lane. So we're 3-0, and I'm going to pull up the menu so you guys can see all the items that have been bought for early game. As we're going to see Ashe getting locked up. There's the ulti from the Ashe. Will we see anything from that? We will, as Ashe actually starts to collapse in on the Kog'Maw, landing a couple basics and burning her flash. There's a Q coming through by me, hopefully landing my basic, which they were out of range, so I could not, and I did not have a flash up to flash for a kill. Now we will see the Ashe picking at the turret and hoping for some good CS. I'm going to put my ward out a little bit further, closer to Dragon, because I feel that Hecarim will always use River because he is a speed demon, and pretty much by that I mean that I've never seen a Hecarim that goes from Tribush, so I felt like warding there instead of warding the top two bushes. Here's me taunting a little bit of mana off of the Kog'Maw, as I just need an excuse to heal Ashe, because she was very stubborn and said, "Quit healing me, I have health bots." Sorry, but that's how I support. Jarvan actually not going in the bushes because he's afraid of bushwhack, as he does on the return. There we go. So what are we seeing here? We're going to see Oriana getting the blue buff. We're going to see Jax getting red buff. Talon returning. Jarvan pushing his lane. And us down bot with the freshly returned Lux to lane with a Philo and a Sight Ward. So we're actually both returning. And I will lower this after we make our buys. So let's go to direct camera and watch Jax still suffer, slowly taking his buff. He's actually, this is old jungle, so he is going to be behind in levels slightly. And we will see the Nidalee always, she's actually on her toes. She attempted to dodge that and failed, but, well, we're just going to see something. This Nidalee is actually really good and managed to sustain her lane for quite a while. And for that, yeah, she deserves it. Oh, probably couldn't hear my clapping because it wasn't loud. Anyway, so anyway, we're gonna see us completely fall in. There is the flash to the ulti as we force a heal out, missing Lux cannon out on nothing. As we're gonna see Jax claps in on the Kog'Maw. But here we are going to see something rather awesome as Talon goes through, grab a kill on the Orianna, and goes after the Hecarim as he manages to take that gank and turn it into an opportunity and stay pushing in his lane. As all three of us, Jax, Ash, and I, as Sona, are going to be taking the turret. Also, I just realized that there are little things right here and right here for red team and blue team. I wonder if that changes with colorblind. Whatever, let's try it. Video, colorblind. Does that change? No, it doesn't. Well, purple does. That's cool. I always choose colorblind mode because it might have some viewers that actually are colorblind. And then for those of you who want to know what settings I'm on, they're all very high because it's a recording rig. It's kind of meant for that. So there's Jax and everything tanking the turret and getting us a nice 11-minute dragon as Nidalee is able to stay away from Jarvan. Ugh, I just stuttered. I hate when I do that. There's like, I don't stutter, but like sometimes it's annoying. Like, it's a Freudian slip. I wanted to say Jax because I just seen a Jax, but I was trying to say Jarvan, so. Anyway, dropping this as we're going to see Talon attempting to get out, grabbing Orianna on his way out. Will he manage to actually get away from the Hecarim? Flashing back like he's playing Shaco, going in after the Lux, grabbing a double kill from this gank and choosing to go after Hecarim. Will he manage to go after Hecarim? Yes, he will, grabbing a triple kill. A 3-on-1, and he only had, how many kills did he have before that? He only had 2 kills before that. That's what you get for stacking penetration runes. As we will see him actually having more penetration with the Brutalizer in his arsenal. So, with that done, we are seeing a rather one-sided game, which I could have told you that after seeing how bottom and mid lane was. This Talon really needs to, well, lay off the Talon. I've played with him about 2 more times in like my league career with Shogozun here, and it doesn't matter what mid he picks, he magically gets fed and he outplays them. Like he was a Katarina versus a Fiddlesticks and he won. So yeah, he seems to outplay quite a bit. I'm not sure what his elo is right now, but he is doing pretty well with Shogo's, or Shogo. I cannot pronounce some people's usernames. Okay, so Nidalee is now mid as she pushed her lane up for Jarvan, and Jarvan did not call an MIA because, well, I figured he wouldn't. Just assuming here. Okay, so Nidalee is actually attempting to pick at all of them. And what is that Orianna building? I'm actually quite curious. She's kind of building a right Orianna build, but she's also kind of building wrong. She's going against a Talon. I would suggest getting something a little more along the lines of, like, you have to pick your lane. If you're Orianna, this is not an Orianna gameplay, it's more of a Sona gameplay. But if you pick your lane, you really should, if it's a hard lane, go for a Rod of Ages. If it's an easy lane, go for a Grail. That's essentially it. Now, what will we see here? We're going to see an under-leveled Lux going up against 3 higher-level champions, and not much to do. But what am I going to do besides decided to attempt to bait them out? Well, I'm going to bait them out, and there's not much they're really going to say about it. Now, this I actually find quite interesting. So we're going to see me going against these guys, attempting to bait them near the wall. You're going to see me staying near the wall so that they can't actually see my healing going toward Jax whenever I do heal. So I'm going to actually have Jax come in here. He's going to charge up, get ready, and jump over, going after Hecarim. I'm going to land my ult. He's going to land his stun. We're going to completely melt on Hecarim, landing my slow, and forcing him to waste his ultimate to get out. And my ulti has a shorter cooldown than his, I think. Isn't his like 80 seconds? No, his ulti is longer than mine. And I don't have any CDR, so that's a good thing. Actually, I think we just missed Talon killing Orianna again. Yes, we did. Orianna in the jungle, and melt. Yep, that's all you missed. So now we're going to see me and Jax actually returning here, and it doesn't. Apparently, the game doesn't think that that's important, and now it does. Landing my slow on Kog'Maw. Hopefully, Talon will go in. He did not, and there's not much we can do at the moment. But we are returning the camera to Orianna, which I don't want to do, so stay undirected. So, we're going to see Ashe actually coming in and scouting the area. Let's pick someone that's actually over there. There we go. And we will see me actually returning. And we will actually have Jax attempting to take the turret with the AD carry, which is Ashe. He's actually attempting to bait out a lot more mana from Kog'Maw, as Kog'Maw's already ran dry with that buff. So now Kog'Maw is a sitting duck, as Talon's going to come in. Buddy's going to get locked up. Will he manage to actually go in and get a kill? No, he will not, but there's the Ashe stun. Ashe stun will force the Lux to pop or heal, as Talon's going to go in with a rake and pick up some minions. Now it's Talon versus 3. Will he get another triple kill? No, he's going to back off. As we're going to see Jax on his re, and he actually was under ward that whole time. And Shogu's is not going to be picked up by the Kog'Maw. The Kog'Maw could have gotten an easy kill there. As we're going to see Talon actually following up, and Talon telling me to back off his CS. Excuse me. So we actually still have Nidalee holding her lane steady up in mid or up in top, making sure that J4 does not actually manage to get out of his lane. Well, I am managing to securely stay in my lane, as we're going to see her actually get locked up again and ignited. For some reason, he always ignites when it's not going to be used for a kill. Now, we're actually see Talon come in here, and like that was a surprise. Wait, nope. Yeah, I figured that. Now, if he got Kog'Maw too, that'd be amazing. Okay, so let's see what happens top, because this is actually really, really good. Let's tap S to get the camera broken. There is the 2 kills by the Talon, which I'll pull up the builds after this. So there's the Fallen on the Nidalee. She's going to flash away, and we are going to make up our ground. There's the Ashe slow. There's a speed buff by me. Jarvan is going to go into the bushes, trying to look for an opening to get to her. There's a flash, and wait for it. There's a flash by me, an ult by me after he lands his pillar on the ground, so he can't move. There's some damage from me and the volley from Ashe. Forced to dance for a second. There's an ignite from the Nidalee, as he's going to turn away from the turret into us and lose a kill. So, as you see right now, this is a perfect game, for us at least. No one on our team has died, and it looks like it doesn't seem that way. We have 2.5 more minutes to get through, because the game is not over yet. Although there are the builds, everyone is currently building. Honestly, I have to say the only choices that are rather interesting is the Nidalee's choice for the Grail. No, she's going for a Fiendish Codex, but still. The Jax's lack of, what is it? His lack of zeal. Zeal and Phage, along with, pretty much he should have a zeal by now. I mean, how much money does he have? Okay, never mind. Well, if he had a little bit more farm and that, if he was the new jungle, he would have zeal by now. What are we going to see here, though? We're going to see Talon actually going in and attempting to go after all of them, and nothing happens. But there is all of most of Lux's health in a single hit. And Orianna's being very cautious, checking the bush. And there's going to be a 4v5, or wow, because Talon counts as 5 people. So there's everyone now near Talon, and now it's a 3-on-5 or 3-on-4. Where's their 5th? Jay's at top. So what are we going to see here? We're going to see us trying to keep them around their turrets and keep them away from doing any damage. From us, Nidalee is going to attempt to do what Nids do the best and cause some massive damage, or cause tons of damage from a distance. You're actually going to see Nidalee here going in and getting away from the Jarvan, will she? Yes, yes, she will, as she bounces over there. As Talon's going to go in there, alt. Will he get a kill? He does get a kill on the Lux, as he does teleport over to the Orianna, landing a basic and landing a second basic. Yes, he does get a double kill, but he does get shut down. The first death of the game for the blue team, as you will see the Hecarim attempt to go in and go after us, as Jax is going to come in as the cleanup crew, and Nidalee is going to go over there after J4, and will she manage to get the kill off of him? Yes, the Ashe will KS. Kill secured. And now will she KS the Kog'Maw? She will. Now with everyone all around here, Kog'Maw can't make up his mind, and he wastes his passive. Useless passive. They just need to like put all the useless things on one champion, and then just call it good. So Sivir's ulti, Kog'Maw's passive, Nami's W, what else? Who else has a useless ability? Ashe's E, and what else? The champion needs some damage. What's a useless Q? What is useless Q? Hecarim's Q. Because, I mean, seriously, look at the ratios on this. Oh, wow. Pretty sure it does a lot less damage than that. Oh, never mind. That's why it doesn't seem like it does a lot of damage, just because it's only to minions it does less. Okay. I actually never knew that. I thought it did flat damage to everything. Okay, so scratch that being the most useless Q. The most useless Q would have to be... I don't know. Tell me in the comments. And no, that's not a comment spamming thing. Anyway, if you enjoyed the content provided, leave a like. You want to stay current, subscribe. There's the scores. Talon ruined our perfect game for us. And I will talk to you all later.